Data science in your pocket. Look, it sounds like an absolute dream, right? But here is the reality check. Right now, the AI industry is suffering from a massive, painful bottleneck that is holding that dream back. We all hear the hype about trillion parameter models and insane benchmark scores, but beneath all that hype lies a crippling limitation in how these models actually spit out text. It's sequential, it's agonizingly slow, and it is wasting an enormous amount of the extremely expensive hardware you're using to run it. But today, in this explainer, we are breaking down a brand new paper that absolutely shatters that bottleneck. It's called DFlash, and it introduces something called block diffusion decoding. Let me be clear, this isn't just some incremental update. It is a fundamental rewrite of how language models generate text. If you want powerful, instant AI running locally on your own devices, well, this is the breakthrough that makes it happen. So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to quickly cover the sequential problem, the Band-Aid fix we've been using, the diffusion paradigm, how the mechanics actually work, the impact on local AI, and then we'll wrap up with the big picture.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the sequential problem. Basically putting a 1980s typewriter inside a GPU.
It's kind of absurd when you think about it. Modern language models act exactly like a retro typewriter trapped inside a hyper-advanced GPU. They predict just one token at a time autoregressively, meaning the model literally cannot predict the next word until the previous word exists in reality. And this sequential design creates a catastrophic bottleneck. You could have an extremely powerful GPU with thousands of cores just sitting there, completely ready to do the math, but the vast majority of that hardware ends up totally idle, underutilized. This leads directly to high latency, brutally slow chat responses, incredibly poor GPU efficiency, and wildly expensive large-scale serving costs. As we scale up to giant models, think Meta's Llama 70B, this waiting game compounds and it absolutely cripples their real-time performance. Moving on to Section 2, the Band-Aid fix, speculative decoding. Now, the industry obviously knew this was a massive problem, and they tried to fix it, right? We got frameworks like MTP, Eagle, and Medusa. This is what we call speculative decoding. Basically, you use a tiny, lightweight draft model to quickly sprint ahead and guess the upcoming tokens. Then, the massive, slow target model steps in and just checks the work. If the tiny model guessed right, boom, the big model accepts all those tokens instantly. If it guessed wrong, the big model corrects it. It was a really clever division of labor. But it had a fatal flaw. Those fast little draft models, they were still autoregressive. Even the sprinters were forced to generate their guesses one single token at a time. Which brings us to Section 3, the DFlash breakthrough, the diffusion paradigm. This is where the massive architectural shift happens. So here is the million-dollar question. Why are we predicting sequentially at all? Instead of asking how we can predict future tokens a little bit faster, DFlash challenges the fundamental assumption of the entire AI industry. It looks at this one-by-one generation and says, hey, let's stop acting like it's 2023. Let's do it all at once. So the old sequential drafting forced words out one by one. DFlash completely trashes that playbook. Think of image generators, right? Like Midjourney or Dolly. They don't draw a picture pixel by pixel. They denoise a whole block of the image at once. DFlash takes that exact visual concept and applies it straight to text. It generates an entire block of 4 to 8 draft tokens simultaneously in a single forward pass. It's a total game changer. All right, Section 4. How DFlash actually works. The mechanics. The pipeline here is surprisingly elegant, and it entirely eliminates that blind sequential guessing we just talked about. Step 1 is the draft phase. A lightweight diffusion model takes internal context features from the big target LLM and instantly predicts a block of tokens in parallel. No waiting, just boom, done. Step 2 is the verification phase. The massive target LLM looks at that entire block of drafted text simultaneously. And finally, step 3, accept or reject. Any tokens that match exactly what the big model would have naturally said, they are accepted and move forward instantly. If there is a mismatch, the big model just steps in and corrects from that exact point onward. It's a completely seamless, parallel pipeline.
Section 5. Data science in your pocket. The local AI impact. Because this is attacking the exact bottleneck plaguing consumer setups.
We all know local AI has absolutely exploded recently thanks to quantization and some amazing open source models. But it has always been painfully bottlenecked by decoding speed on consumer GPUs. Well, the numbers on DFlash speak for themselves. It achieves an over 6 times speed up in inference, up to 2.5 times faster than Eagle 3, which, by the way, was already a cutting-edge speculative decoding method. To put that into perspective for a second, if your current local setup generates 60 tokens per second, DFlash could theoretically blast that output to around 360 tokens per second. That isn't just an optimization. That is a completely different interactive user experience.
But listen, fast generation is totally useless if the model suddenly gets stupid and degrades in intelligence. That is why the absolute most important metric in this entire research paper is 0. There is 0 output quality degradation. Because the giant target model retains final absolute authority over checking the work, the final output remains perfectly identical to standard slow decoding. You get all the speed with absolutely no hallucination penalties. 0.
So the tangible benefits here are pretty wild. You get dramatically faster chat responses, making these local models feel truly conversational. You get significantly better GPU usage, your hardware's actually sweating and getting put to work instead of just idling, and honestly, the absolute best part, no retraining required. DFlash is not some brand new LLM architecture you have to download, it's an inference accelerator. Your favorite existing open source models plug right into this pipeline and immediately get the boost. Finally, Section 6. The big picture, the new AI battleground. Zooming out, it's pretty clear. Whoever solves the speed of inference dictates the future of the entire AI stack. But I gotta be completely objective with you here and acknowledge the catch. Diffusion-based text generation is highly complex. Right now, the initial implementation of DFlash is heavily optimized for TPUs, particularly inside the Google ecosystem. So widespread seamless adoption for our everyday consumer GPUs, that is going to take some time to engineer. However, the research direction itself, abandoning sequential generation for parallel diffusion, is absolutely irreversible at this point. The performance gains are literally just too massive for the industry to ignore. I love this observation from the community. GPUs everywhere probably appreciate finally being allowed to do more than wait for the next token, like an overqualified intern. It's a funny way to put it, but it hits the nail on the head. We have been starving our most powerful silicon for years, and DFlash finally gives it the raw data throughput it was built to process. We are officially standing on the edge of truly instantaneous, high-quality local AI. DFlash proves without a doubt that the typewriter era of text generation is coming to an end. But that leaves us with a pretty commanding question to consider. When inference speed is entirely solved and our hardware is finally running at 100% utilization, what becomes the next major bottleneck in the AI stack?